What's going on, y'all? It is your boy Shsl Blaze coming at you guys with yet another video. I'm really excited about this video because, you know, we're back with some more buried stars. I know it's been a couple of days since I uploaded the last video, but hey, I'm back. I'm back giving y'all some more great buried stars. So hopefully you're excited about this one. Full screen me real quick. Hit that like button, y'all. Y'all have been helping me out so much. Thank you guys so much. You are so amazing. Much love to each and every one of you guys that has just been showing all this love to buried stars. Hit that like button. It really helps in the YouTube algorithm. The algorithm sucks. It really sucks. And it's cool that the like button is like literally the only thing that like helps all of our videos. So if you have any content creators that you really like, make sure you like all of their videos, please. Not just me, just content creators in general, okay? If you like them, like all of their videos, please. Anyways, let's just jump into the game. Let's get into it. So we are back here. So basically we found out that Shsl is dead and now we're investigating. So we have to talk to each and every one of them. But before we do that, let's call somebody. We actually didn't really utilize the calling in my playthrough when I did it myself, you know, in the first playthrough. So let's do a call or two. Let's do one with O. Why not? See what she's up to, even though she's right in front of me. You okay? How can I be okay? Well, sorry. I just asked. We were always at each other's throats, but it wasn't out of hatred. I was talking with him until minutes ago. What happened to him? And when? I don't know. Nothing comes to my mind at this moment. And why would someone leave him like that in the restroom? Do we have any lunatic killer hiding somewhere? I don't think so. It has to be someone among us. For sure. Maybe fake Shin? Nah. That can't be. Then how do you explain the situation? Who would have imagined this would happen? I can't believe this. I think it's Chang. I think it's Chang. I think it's Chang. I think it's Chang. Chang doesn't have a solid alibi. It's kind of weird. I think it's two people. I think Chang is the killer, but I think O is the accomplice. That's my guess. That is my guess. Because these two are the only ones that were together at the time of where it seemed like Shsl disappeared, right? And it would make sense if they helped each other in some kind of way, because we saw what happened with the bag earlier. That looked sketchy, right? I keep telling you guys about the playthrough, the first playthrough, when we saw them like looking at each other like, okay, you know, let's not mess with the bag, when O was just like, okay, I give up on it, right? These two are definitely in it to win it. I think so. I think so. He doesn't have a solid alibi. All he said was, oh, I left and it took me like 5 minutes to get to the dressing room. Okay, that's it. And like O said the same thing. O was just like, yeah, I was in the dressing room, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, well, why were you guys gone for so long? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. So there's something fishy about them. Min, I'm kind of writing off. I don't think Min is fishy anymore. Lee is a possible person, but I feel like he would be too easy. I feel like he would be too easy. I know a lot of people would say, no, Chang's the easy one, but I think Lee's the easy one. I think Lee's the easy one. I don't know. I feel like it's Chang, bro. I feel like it's an accomplice. I think O's the accomplice in that. I think she was the watch out, right? Because I think what happened was maybe O lured Shsl into the bathroom, right? Because it had to have been somebody he trusted, right? And I feel like he would trust O probably the most out of all of us. Except Han, of course. And then Chang snuck up behind him. Like O was the lookout and O was like, all right, Chang, come on. And Chang was like, all right, it's my cue, right? So he went into the bathroom and killed him. I don't know. I just think that's how it was. I think O was the lookout, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Anyways, let's keep on going. I think we should go into Fader real quick for sure. What do we got here? 20 minutes has passed, but I see no news updates or news posts. Please don't do this, Lee. It scared the heck out of me. I'm Lee. I'll do my best with everything I have. I hate those auto write bots. Those things are so stupid. Am I worried? I was an hour ago, but he hasn't contacted me for 2 hours, so why should I be concerned about him? I don't have time for that. Stop swearing at me. I'll ban all of Han's fans. Oh my god. Stop sharing it. It's not worth a thing. Oh, you know what's cool? You can like skip through this really fast. I learned that the other day. Stop sharing it. It's not worth a thing. Can't you read the room, Han? He was so dense, wanting to get involved in everything and saying without thought. I thought he tried to look cool, but later I found out that he was simply dim-witted. I'm the only one to think that Punk was my real friend. He betrayed all of us and left the band. So cool. Okay, can you get over that? Like, can we get past that? Han is such a tactless guy. This is about Min, but also applies to Han. It would have been better if she had stayed in Beloved. Then she could have changed the group concept to her liking after releasing a few more albums as she left the group. She consequently wasted a lot of time. Hold up. Is this a new picture of... Oh! Yo, she looks so dope in her idol attire. Oh my god, I love it. Did she have to go for B-stars in the first place? I can't understand why they're using a bot or something in this situation. So annoying. I'm Han. I'm sound and well, all thanks to you. I hope to see you soon in good state. Why fake shit is acting like that? Seems to want revenge against survivors. Sales fans are suing? LOL. On what charges? By the way, that could be a crime. Blackmail, impersonation, defamation to a dead person. There is nothing much, and it's very hard to catch anonymous fader user. What's worse, the servers are operated overseas. Fiction said you are next. How do you feel now? You must feel great. Now you captured a lot of attention as you wish. Yikes. All right, let's see. We have, do you think this is a joke? Respond aggressively, or I don't know, ask fake Shin about it. I'm gonna do sarcastic, just to be funny. I don't know, ask fake Shin about it. You are fake Shin, aren't you? You're acting just like the troll. Ooh. You ruined the band's debut because you couldn't be in the spotlight if the genre has changed. Now you're about to be eliminated from the competition. Why are you such a... So you are using the accident to destroy B-stars and step on other contestants. What? Well, I won't let them have their way. He thought the conversation was over. It didn't seem like there will be any new mentions too. Seo went silent. It's not like him. I guess someone should report to the broadcasting station or police station. How can we report it? Fake Shin and Seo had a quarrel. That's all. The hell? What's this silence? What's going on? Must be crying over Seo's dead body. LOL. Scared. Why so quiet? LMAO. Oh, next up, Betrayer Han. Maybe his battery is dead or the signal is weak. Or possibly the broadcast station could have blocked the account by now, right? It's 2 now. Seo is muted. Everybody's worried for the boy. Let's do the regroup one with Min. I didn't think Lee would fail. Did he really fail? Yes, I was hoping Lee would talk him out of it. When I saw his next post, he seemed more agitated. When I went there, based on my judgment, he would have rejected everything except our resignations from the audition. Lee always says the right thing. That's a little scary to say. He wouldn't suck up to anyone. You sure about that? Min nodded with a worried look on her face. Regardless, I can't accept this situation. What happened to Shin was an accident, but Seo's case was apparently. Don't think too deeply. As you said, let's get our order of events straight. That's a good idea. Yeah, we'd better focus on that. Otherwise, I might hyperventilate again. I don't want that to happen. I don't want it to happen either. Let's talk about O's departure, because that was random. O seemed very adamant. Fishy, huh? She wouldn't listen. She urged us not to follow her several times, which is a little weird. Min nodded and paused for a moment. Did she have to go after him so hurriedly? O seemed to have been annoyed by Seo's post. She went after him right away as soon as she saw his post. Yeah, she didn't like that at all. The two of them looked at O. O was quietly staring at the crumbled exit. We should have a reason. Well, let's not make false assumptions. Look at that! Even they think she's a little fishy. But I'm still worried. O tends to act on her own behalf without discussing with us. That's just how she is, you know? Yeah, that's true. A woman of action. Min's face turned grim again. In a normal situation, we wouldn't have worried anything about her, but at a time like this, she could be pushed into a corner. True. Let's talk about the departure.
確かに
That's when I started to feel sick.
それは
When the tremor occurred after O left?
うん
Yes, but it wasn't that serious. After that, Chang went after O. 3 of us remained on the stage, me, Lee, and you.
そうだったけど
While talking with Lee, I realized you were gone. Min covered her pale face with the palms of her hands.
結局
I eventually hyperventilated as things got worse. Normally I can control it to a certain
け
degree,
ど
but last time it happened so fast and felt so serious. I'm sorry, we had no clue.
違うわ
No, I didn't even have time to explain. If I had tried to say anything, I would have had a seizure.
それでも
Ooh, but I was so surprised. You disappeared so suddenly. I'm sorry about that. Where did she go though? Next time it happens, I'll let you know somehow. Where did you go? We don't know where she went. Where did she go? That's what I want to know. Let's talk about Min's trace. I was just a bit nauseous until the tremor occurred. Then fake Shin. Min gulped and continued. Fake Shin wrote a comment on Seo's post. When I saw it, my heart began to pound and my limbs started to hurt. I was already heavily panting. I could sense it was going to be serious. You indeed saved your own life. Min tossed her hair back, and her pale face glowed.
私は
Yeah, if that was the first time it had happened to me, I might have passed out. But now I know how to deal with it better than before. I knew you were all burdened with your own problems, so I... Oh dear. You're not a burden to us. I feel terribly sorry. I didn't want to worry you, but in the end, I made you even more worried. Fiction responded to Seo's fader post, saying they would do what Seo wanted. Men started to hyperventilate after reading their posts. So that was the trigger. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to talk about that then.
それは
Like I said, I left the stage when I began to hyperventilate.
もしかして
Could you be more specific?
分かったわ
Yes. Min's eyes moved as she was recalling the incident.
よく聞いて
You and Lee were busy talking about something. I wanted to tell you, but I was afraid of what might happen if I opened my mouth.
だから
That's why you left the stage. I went to the open area before the door of the central corridor. Oh, so she went over there. Okay. I found a spot to catch my
それ
breath.
は
The place wasn't all that peaceful.
私の考えは
That's not what I mean. I wasn't looking for a peaceful place. I was looking for a place where I could calm my symptoms. I have no medication right now, so I had to control myself by any means. Han awkwardly took a step back. When I barely managed to pull myself together, O and Chang were standing before me. What? So they showed up together. Okay. That's weird. How were they feeling? Couldn't have met Seo for sure. They must have been worrying about you. Let's go with this. I'm kind of curious. How were they? Neither of them got to see Seo.
それは
O looked very confused. Chang seemed relieved for finding her. Chang didn't go to look for him in the first place.
うん
Yes, he seemed surprised to see me out there. Min nodded slightly and straightened her posture.
あの時
I told them briefly about what happened and came back to you guys with them.
だから
After that, we all went together to discover that he was... Was there anything strange when you were out there?
それが
Well... Hold up, well... Min stroked her hair with a troubled look on her face. I was just focused on catching my breath until I met O and Chang. I wouldn't have even noticed if someone had said something while standing right next to me. That's how bad it gets when it's really serious, okay? Min caught her breath at the door to the central corridor, then she ran into O and Chang coming out of the central corridor, then went back to the stage with them. Interesting. All right, I think we're done with her. Let's move on to Lee. Let's talk about probably the regroup. Yeah, this one.
どうして
Can't believe I am the one who lost last song.
もし
That is a little fishy. If you don't mind, can you tell me again about what happened when you came out? Lee frowned a little as if he was trying to concentrate.
そうだったら
Okay, I talked with Seo in the dressing room. First, he talked about the scholarship. After that, he talked about my father. I thought he was going too far with this. I told him he should stop and go back with me, but he wouldn't listen.
そうだ
Right, that's what you told me earlier.
それと
and he kept checking Fader while we were talking. I think that went on during the whole time I was in the room. Interesting. I think he was arguing with fake Shin. He kept posting comments even after you left.
それが
If you check what time it was, you should be able to figure out roughly how long we had been talking.
わかった
Sale's post came up after you came back. I should check it. The two checked the watch for a moment. After I arrived, I started talking with him at about 1:25 a.m. And I think it ended at around 1:30 a.m.
知らなかった
Is that it? I thought it was longer. Out of the time period when the crime was committed, looks relieved. Looks like he's regretting. That was his last moment. Let's say that one.
あの
Do you have regrets? You seem to. You didn't expect that to be your last encounter with him. Lee nodded after a brief silence.
もしかしたら
If I had been more insistent, he might still be alive. I can't believe I gave up only after 5 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty short. You're not the only one. I have my own regrets. That is pretty short. 5 minutes? Dang. According to other people, we were the only ones who saw Seiya before he died.
一体
Why on earth would someone do such a thing? I can't believe his Fader post became his last words. He would have never imagined. Lee tried to speak to Seiya in the dressing room, but failed to persuade him and went back to the stage. He spoke for about 5 to 10 minutes around 1:25 to 1:30 a.m. That's a short amount of time to have a conversation. You know what I mean? Y'all feel me on that? I don't know. Something weird about it. Let's talk about the trace.
ひょっとして
When exactly did Min disappear? Wait, I'll check the time I was trying to make the call. Han checked his smartwatch. 1:52 a.m. Okay. Han showed the watch screen to Lee. That's after Chang left. I made the call while looking for Min. The others came back when we were still struggling to make contact. Everyone including Min, Oh, and Chang. I don't want to raise any suspicions yet. Let's not say that. A bit suspicious they came back all at the same time as if they agreed upon it. Probably because there's only one passage. Nothing suspicious. Let's go with that. I don't want to raise suspicion yet. Let's calm down. Nothing special comes to mind. There's only one passageway. It's either here or there. Yeah, see, he agrees with that. Right. There's nothing wrong with them coming back together. And we all had to move one by one because that's how Seo wanted it. Lee stared at the door in the distance while rubbing his shin. If you're trying to look for things that are fishy, it will never end. We were all threatened, and we all left the stage once. But think about it. Seo was already in last place. He was bluffing, and the statements made through Fader were getting discredited.
そうだ
That's true. We have nothing to protect by hurting someone else. It's scary, but we need to keep our cool. I agree with that too. That is, if we are to make it out of here in one piece. Lee talked to Han after Chang left. After he found out about Min's disappearance, he asked for a call around 1:52 a.m. Soon, all the other members came back. He looks worried on that one. Let's talk about this.
僕も
I was worried sick because she disappeared all too sudden.
わかった
It's a good thing we found her quickly. We should have paid more attention to her. Things were crazy in here and out there, and we were busy trying to deal with it. The two stared at Min, who was standing on the other side. What I know is that she's always been a dependable person. That's why I forget sometimes about the illness she's been suppressing so hard.
それでも
She received treatment, and she knows how to overcome it. But we're not in an ordinary situation. She's okay this time, but I should keep watching her. Yeah, you should. I think there's a certain place where she can calm herself down when the symptom occurs. She did say that. I'll pay more attention. But she might not tell us and disappear like the last time. We wouldn't know if she doesn't tell us. I think the last one we should do is trigger.
それが
The post that got Min was a problem too, but Fake Shin targeted you after them.
違う
Did they think they were done with Seo? The post was uploaded at... The issue moved on to the post mentioning Han. 1:50 a.m.
それは
That was after O left, when the second tremor occurred. Fake Shin's post. Fake Shin wrote in their post that they were done talking to
ち
Seo.
ょっと待て
Then maybe Fake Shin is really... Lee shook his head after a brief pause.
違うよ
Seo wasn't the only one that Fake Shin provoked. They had been throwing all kinds of comments towards the rest of the group. It was just a coincidence in timing. No one knows about the situation in here except for us. Ugh. This is getting so complicated. A new post was written even at the time of the discovery of Seo, as if he was waiting for that moment. By 2 a.m. it had already happened. We should not believe such a coincidence. I think I'm gonna go with the right. Let's go with the right. Y'all think that's right? Yeah, let's go with the right.
そう
Right. It's a coincidence. I shouldn't let it get to me. Fake Shin had to do something since they built up everyone's expectations.
そうだよ
You're right. We shouldn't fall for it. Lee nodded and took a step forward. Their only goal is probably confusing us in the chaos. I won't let that happen.
そうだよ
We shouldn't let them get to us like they did with Seo. He left the stage by himself and locked himself in the dressing room and suffered a misfortune.
大丈夫
Don't worry. I'm staying with you guys. Lee clenched Han's arms.
あ
Yes, we'll figure out a way to explain it. For now, we should focus on sorting out the timing. Fake Shin's fader post that Han in 4th place was next. It was posted around 1:50 a.m. after the tremor. We gotta be careful. All right, we should talk to O now. Let's talk to her about the departure.
どうしたの？
Everyone saw me when I left. Yeah, we do remember that. I was pretty loud, you know. Yeah, I remember that.
それは
You told us not to follow you. Do you remember that though? Because you and Lee went by yourselves. I didn't think he would open the door if we all went together.
もうマジ。
I was going to grab him by the collar. But
それは
I felt intimidated when I reached the central corridor. So I tiptoed until I reached the dressing room. It's a little fishy. O frowned and moved her eyes. I called Seo in front of the door, but there was no answer.
だから
So did you go in?
違うよ。
No, I just couldn't. I called out his name a few more times and then waited. I was basically camping there right before the door. She was playing Call of Duty. She was camping because I was a bit afraid to enter. Arriving at the central corridor, O waited in front of the door for a few moments. All right, let's ask her about the departure. I was waiting there for his response, and then the tremor came, shaking the corridor. The tremor also reached the stage.
そうだけど。
No doubt it did. It was scary as hell. After it died out, I got the courage to actually open the
それな
door.
ら
You were in the central corridor up until then?
うん。
My destination was the dressing room. Where else would I go? I turned the doorknob, and to my surprise, it wasn't locked. O picked up her jacket and wrapped it around her shoulders. Beads of sweat rolled down her neck.
それは
So I went in, and Seo wasn't there. I had goosebumps for some reason. The dressing room was empty.
だから
And what happened next? My head began to spin. It was all so complicated. That's when I started to wonder if he was hiding somewhere.
え
Hiding somewhere? Why?
それとも
Well, he said he was going to be there, but he wasn't. I wondered if I should be looking for him. After the tremor died down, she found the door to the dressing room left unlocked, but Seo wasn't in the dressing room. Oh, let's do these new ones right here. Wait.
そうなの？
Do you want a clearly arranged timeline? Yeah! I'm trying to investigate here. Why would I not? Let's see. After seeing Seo's post, I went to the dressing room. Okay.
そうだった
After waiting a bit before the door, you eventually went into the room and you felt bad to find nobody there.
何？
I was actually scared. Oh awkwardly corrected her expression. It seemed that she didn't want to sound aggressive. Wait, what? I replaced bad with scared. Got it? You replaced bad with scared? But you were scared. No need to change wording. Upset and frightened is all the same, but you got agitated, right? I'm gonna stick to kind of agreeing with her.
だろ
But you were scared. Why change the wording? What's the big deal?
違うし。
That came out wrong. It's not like I kicked the door open and barged in. I don't want to mislead you. Oh mumbled to herself while trying to avoid Han's gaze.
ねえ、
Hey, we should focus on figuring out exactly when I entered the dressing room. Dog, y'all, is this not getting fishy? Come on, y'all. Right, and let's start from the moment you left the stage.
そうね。
Okay, hurry up before I forget. Why would you forget? Han opened the watch to read Seo's post. After Lee came back, Seo's post came up at 1:40 a.m. I went right after seeing it. I must have arrived at the dressing room at around 1:43 a.m. And then I entered the dressing room after the tremor. Can you can you get the picture now? For now. For now or 3 now? Why don't you just hurry up? What happened? Why is she so aggressive right now? Sheesh. All right, let's talk about the entry. I thought I must find Seo as soon as I found that room empty.
わかるだろ
But it's dangerous. You should have at least called us.
それは
There weren't many places he could go to, so I thought I would find him soon. O spoke while glancing at the torn poster. Why won't she look at me in my eyes? I came right out of there and went straight to the staff corridor. I checked another door inside the room to see if I could get in, but it didn't budge.
それなら
And I guess there was only one passage.
そうね。
Yes, you have to go out of the corridor to enter there. Only one door to the staff corridor. O knitted her brows while nodding her head.
りょうちゃん、
What's this, Han?
まさか。
Why are you asking me like you already know everything? Are you suspecting me? I mean, I'm supposed to be suspecting everybody here. Come on, we could all be the killer. Do not doubt her at all. I don't doubt my friend. Everything has been under the scrutiny. I'm just piecing together all the facts. I'm gonna go with that one. The right one sounds good.
わかるだろ
I'm just sorting out the thoughts. Everyone went through this. Then why don't you show it? Instead of looking like you're going for a kill. O lowered her arms that were akimbo. Han cowered himself and thrusted his palms toward her. Look at the situation. We don't even know who did this.
それなら
Fine. Then can you continue? O frowned and focused on her account.
とりあえず
Anyhow, Seo was not in the staff corridor either. After finding nothing, I came out and happened to meet up with Chang there.
そうだった
After another tremor, he went looking for you.
うん。
He said, for our safety, we should get out of there. You checked the dressing room, central corridor, and staff corridor. I felt leery when I found out that the staff corridor was empty too. It was strange, but I came out since I met someone. She left the empty dressing room to check the staff corridor. Seeing no one there, she returned to the central corridor, and then she met Chang there, and they came back together. I don't know, y'all. It's not looking good for O. Let's talk to Chang and see what's up.
そして
Oh, I picked, I don't know if I wanted to do this one. Oops. O went after Lee.
そうだったな
She left right after reading Seo's latest post. He looked like he had nothing to lose. I can understand why O was angry. I told her it was dangerous by herself,
だからです
although I'm not sure if it was necessary for her to go when everyone tried to stop her. Aside from everything, the narrow corridor could collapse if more tremors occur. Chang stared at the other side of the central corridor. He clicked his tongue after staring at it for a moment. Why did he have to hide in there by himself?
そうだ
He seemed desperate, although he made a wrong choice. Very wrong. Just what on earth happened? The only thing we can figure out is the sequence. Who, where, and when, and the arguments. Chang let out a long sigh. His expression showed more thought than anger.
いわば
This really is a survival audition. And Seo dropped out of it.
わかるだろ
You can't just dismiss him like that.
はい
Of course not. I'm sure somebody's gonna get a kick at the sight of this mess. I have nothing. Let's ask him about his departure. I have nothing to say to that.
それが
I went straight to the dressing room. I didn't have time to check other places.
それなら
Did you go in right after arriving there?
はい
Yes, the door was open. Chang drew his eyebrows together as if to trace back the memory. He closed his eyes for a moment and continued.
でも
No one was there. No Seo or O. He must have been confused.
そんなところ
Bro!
でしょ
What the? These stories ain't adding up, Chief. These stories are not adding up. They aren't adding up. They are not adding up. I felt drained, wondering where they were.
それなら
Did you come out right away? No, I had to wait there for a moment. I thought about the places they could go to.
それなら
That's possible. How long were you there?
知りません
I'm not sure for how long. Look, what? Chang tilted his head and answered, but soon drooped his head as if something had come to mind. I wasn't wearing a watch like the others. That's true. If you check with other people, you should be able to calculate the time. When Chang arrived, the door to the dressing room was open. Neither Seo nor O was inside. He briefly stayed there until he left. I don't know, man. That doesn't add up with what O said whatsoever. Let's talk about his entry.
そして
I left after the second tremor came.
そうだったな
I went into the dressing room just to find it empty.
そうですね
And I already told you that I stayed in the room for a moment. Okay, but I thought you met O in the central corridor. Let's see if he says anything about that though. Chang rolled his eyes as if to search his memory. Han waited for a second to ask the question. Didn't you feel anyone else's presence? It wasn't all that quiet in there, but
全く
I'm sure there was no sound. Okay, did you wait for O? He went there to find O in the first place. He had to take care of the contestant. Did you wait for Seo? No, let's ask him about O.
それなら
Did you wait until O came? Okay.
そうですよ
Of course. I wasn't sure if I should come out of there immediately. I had no way of contacting her. I checked the door inside the dressing room, but it was locked as I had expected. The door that's connected to the center of staff corridor?
そうなんですって
It wouldn't budge. I think the door got stuck on the wall. Chang pretended to turn the doorknob.
そして
I got out of there after some time because it didn't seem wise to be staying there. Then I found O in the central corridor. Okay. Okay.
え
So I guess you weren't looking for her when you met her.
そうです
You're right. I was glad because I could have missed her. And that's how you came back to the stage together. It was dark and narrow, so we got out of there quickly. At the time, we actually thought Seo might have come back to the stage after he got tired of throwing fits. After a tremor, Chang headed to the central corridor to find O. He found the dressing room empty, so he waited. He met O in the central, and they went back together. All right. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Sometimes you want to go back and check, because sometimes you get new things, so check all of them. I get any new ones for... Oh, I got some new ones for him. I got O's entry and Chang's, so let's talk to him about him.
そうだったら
O said the dressing room was empty when she went in. Okay. Which means she got there after Seo
そ
left.
のはずだ
I can understand why she was confused. Lee knitted his brows as if he was trying to recall the central corridor. Places accessible from the corridor, the dressing room, restroom, and staff corridor. The dressing room should be excluded since it was a starting
そう
point.
だ
So that leaves the staff corridor and restroom.
曖昧だな
She should have felt uncomfortable after or about entering the restroom. Maybe it's a good thing she didn't go there. Lee stopped for a moment.
わかった
I agree. If O went in and encountered the attacker, it's a good thing she came out right away after meeting with Chang. Let's talk about Chang's entry.
ともかく
I guess Chang was confused too.
そうだったな
The door was open, but no one was in there. By that time, Seo was all ready. Lee slowly nodded while staring at Han.
正直
Nobody would have expected it at the
そう
time.
だった
After some time, Chang came out and met O and came back immediately. It's a good thing he did that. Han also nodded slowly.
そうだ
The person who attacked Seo might have been waiting for Chang or O to be alone, but they met each other quickly.
結局
Consequently, they protected each other. Although they weren't aware at the time. Or they could have been working together. Just saying. Just saying. You can't rule that out. You can't rule that out. You cannot rule that out. All right, let's keep on going, I guess, with the game. Let's see what happens. I don't know, y'all. It's fishy. The O and Chang story, it just doesn't add up to me. Everyone looked very tired.
いろいろ喋ったけど、これで何か分かったことある？
They're the only ones that don't really have a solid alibi, other than Min. I'm not sure if we can get the whole picture.
さあ、どうだ、りょ
Well, what do you think, Han? Han tried to sort out his thoughts, although their stories danced around in his head.
う。それは。
Well, he lowered his head and found his watch blinking. Is it plughole again? It's plughole. Stay strong. I hope you're just ignoring my messages rather than not being in a condition to see this. What? Han couldn't help but nod. He needed to focus. Vagueness only creates anxiety.
俺たちが
That's
知って
true.
いるのは一つだけです。
We all know one thing.
ユーマがトイレで誰かに
Someone
襲撃された
attacked
こと。
Seo in the restroom.
自
Yep.
分で楽屋からトイレ
And
に
Seo
行った
seemed to
と
have
思われます。
moved from the dressing room to the restroom on his own.
まず楽屋からトイレに向かった時点をはっきりさせたいんですが。
Before anything, I want to figure out when he moved from the dressing room to the restroom. They all
いい
nodded.
でしょう。
Okay then. Let's see. What do we got? So we have Action's target. So the fader post. We have Lee's trace 1. He tried to speak to Seo in the dressing room but failed to persuade him and went back to the stage. They spoke for about 5 to 10 minutes around 1:25 to 1:30 a.m. And then we have O's trace. O went to the central corridor to meet Seo after seeing his post around 1:40 a.m. Thinking the door was locked, she waited then went in to see Seo after a tremor. With Chang's. Oh, and then they have their second ones too. The other members came back. She returned to the central corridor, then she met. Okay. I think it's these two right here. Let's go with these. Let's lock them in.
ケイスケさんは楽屋でユーマを説得しようとしたけど失敗しました。
Lee tried to convince Seo in the dressing room but failed.
だいたい深夜1時25分から30分。
From what we understand, it took about 5 minutes. From 1:25 a.m. to 1:30
言
a.m.
われた通りにしないと分かってすぐ追い出したんだ。
Seo knew I wouldn't do him the favor, so he kicked me out pretty quickly.
ユーマくんはその時までは楽屋にいたことになるわね。
So Seo was in the dressing room until that point? Yes.
ケイスケさんが来て間もなく
Seo posted a comment shortly after Lee came back,
そう。私はそれを見て楽屋に行ったの。
and I went to the dressing room after reading it.
投稿した時間は1時40分。
The comment was posted at 1:40 a.m.
私は中央廊下を通って楽屋の前まで行った。
I arrived at the door of the dressing room via the central
その
corridor,
間、ユーマを見てないって言ったよな。
and you said you didn't see Seo on the way
あ
back.
いつがゆっくり移動してたなら廊下でばったり会ったか。少なくとも後ろ姿は見たはずよ。
If he was lingering, I would have found him in the corridor at least seen him leaving.
ユーマくんは楽屋の裏口から出たんじゃないかしら。
Could it be that Seo used the rear door?
そこは開かないの。確かよ。
It won't open. I'm sure of it.
どこかが引っかかってるのか開きませんでしたよ。
The door seems to be stuck.
それじゃあトイレに行くには中央廊下を通るしかないってことになる。
Then the only way to the restroom is through the central corridor.
道は一つしかないのに、クニカやナオトは気配すら感じられなかった。
There's only one passage, but neither O or Chang saw Seo leave.
シャベッターに投稿した時、すでにユーマはトイレにいたかもしれません。
Maybe Seo was already in the restroom when he wrote the post on Fader?
そう考えると、ユーマがいつ動いたのか割り出せます。
If that's the case, we could figure out what time Seo left the dressing room.
おそらく1時35分から40分前まで。
He left between 1:35 and 1:40 a.m. Seo's believed to have moved from the dressing room to the restroom between 1:35 and 1:40 a.m. The last provocative comment was probably posted from the restroom. Okay. While some nodded, O came forward.
私、楽屋に誰もいないからスタッフ用の廊下に行ったでしょ。
I also checked the staff corridor because the dressing room was
そ
empty.
の間、中央廊下が空いてる時間帯とかなかった？どこかに行って隠れたりできるチャンスよ。
Any chance of the central corridor being left neglected during that time? It could have been a chance for that attacker to hide somewhere. O looked at Han. Everyone except Min used the central corridor. Let's put the events in order. From when Dale fell silent to when he was discovered, to find the moment when the central corridor could have been empty.
ユーマが確実に楽屋にいなかったのは1時40分頃からだ。
Seo definitely left the dressing room at about 1:40 a.m.
みんなでユーマを発見したのが夜中の2時。
We found Seo at 2 a.m.
その間20分ほど。
That's a pretty big gap. So there's a 20-minute gap.
短くはないな。その時に誰かこっそり動いてないかって話よ。
That's not such a short amount of time. Was the corridor empty during that time then?
廊下に誰かがいたなら犯人は動けなかったはずですよ。
The attacker couldn't have moved while there was someone in the corridor.
すぐバレてしまうから。
They would have been caught right away. True.
話をまとめてみよう。
Let me sort this out.
順序立てて考えればわかるはずだ。
We might be able to come up with an answer if we consider the order of events. Okay, let's list everyone's whereabouts from the time Seo disappeared. So what we can do is O's trace 1 for sure. We have Chang's trace, right? Because he talked about it. Then we have Min's right here because she said she was at the door to the central corridor. And then we have this one. Lee talked to Han after Chang left. After he found out about Min's disappearance, he asked for a call around 1:52. So let's do all of these because that's all of the ones. This basically tells you all of their whereabouts when it was all going down in that time frame, right?
クニカが楽屋の前に来たのは1時40分過ぎだ。
O arrived at the dressing room a little past 1:40 a.m.
揺れが始まる前までは楽屋のドアの前で待っていたと言った。
She said she was waiting in front of the front door until the tremor.
それまで中央廊下にはネズミ一匹いなかったよ。
There wasn't anyone in the central corridor then.
ナオトは揺れが終わってすぐに楽屋に行った。
Chang went straight to the dressing room after the tremor.
楽屋に入ってしばらくそこにいたって言ったよな。
After entering the dressing room, he briefly stayed there.
そうです。楽屋のドアは開いたままでした。
The dressing room's door was open.
入った時も閉めませんでしたよ。中央廊下には人の気配はなかったです。
I went in without closing it, and I didn't hear anything from the central corridor.
私がスタッフ用の廊下に行った時よね。
That's probably when I went to the staff corridor. Okay.
少しの間は廊下に誰もいなかったが。
The corridor was briefly empty after the tremor, but I didn't hear anything.
ドアも開けた状態だったら。
If the door was left open,
実際ほぼなかったと考えるべきです。
there's practically no gap.
レイナさんはその頃に具合が悪くなった。
It was then that Min's condition worsened.
T ヨシエの投稿を見て過呼吸が起きた。
She said she started to hyperventilate after reading Fakeshin's post.
伝える余裕もなかったわ。
I didn't have time to tell you about it,
ステージから中央廊下につながるドアの前のスペースに行ったのよ。
so I went to the door that stands between the stage and central corridor.
廊下に行ったわけではないですが、順序で言うとナオトの次ですね。
You didn't go to the corridor, but you left after Chang.
レイナさんがいなくなったことに気づいて電話をかけたのは
I called you at 1:52 a.m. after finding out that you were gone,
その前からスペースにいたということですね。
but you were already there before that.
結局電話は繋がらなかったんだろう。
The call didn't go through, right?
うん。でもすぐみんな戻ってきたから。
Right. But everybody came back shortly.
廊下に出た時にレーナさんと会ったのよ。ドアの前にいたからね。
I met Min when I got out of the corridor. She was standing in front of the door.
この時点でユーマを除く全員が再び集まった。
So everyone got back together at this point, except Seo.
トイレ以外は全て確認済みだった。
Other than the restroom, we checked all the other places.
電話かけたのが52分だから、みんな集まったのは55分ぐらいだろう。
The call was made at 1:52 a.m., so we got back together at least by 1:55
す
a.m.
るとこうなります。
So this is how it goes.
1時40分頃到着したクニカは中央廊下にいました。
O arrived at around 1:40 a.m. and she was in the central
揺れ
corridor.
が始まってクニカは楽屋に入ったけどすぐに出てスタッフ用の廊下に行きました。
When the tremor started, O entered the dressing room, came out, and went straight to the staff
直後に
corridor.
ナオ
All
トが
right?
中央廊下に来ました。
We gotta follow this. Chang came to the central corridor right
レイ
after.
ナさんはしばらくしてから中央廊下に通じるドアの前で
Min stayed in the front of the door to the central corridor sometime later.
つまり レイナさんが出入り口を見張ってたわけです。
She was guarding the entrance, so to speak.
それから間もなくクニカとナオトが中央廊下で会い、ステージに向かう途中でレイナさんに会いました。
Shortly after, O and Chang met in the central corridor and went to the stage, and later met Min.
3人は中に入ってきて、俺とケイスケさんと
The three came in to join Lee and me. That'd be crazy if it was like
ほとんど空いて
three
る時間
people who
帯が
murdered
なか
him.
ったってこと？
You know what I mean? Like if they all teamed up, Min, O, and Chang. So there was virtually no gap.
クニカちゃんと僕が行き来していた時は隙がなかったんでしょうね。
When O and I used the central corridor, wasn't really a gap.
それじゃ犯人はいつ逃げたの？
And when did the attacker flee?
トイレに着いた途端犯行に及んで逃げたかもしれませんよ。
The attacker could have attacked him immediately after arriving at the restroom and fled afterwards.
他に可能性がある時間帯はみんなが戻った1時55分以降だ。
Another possibility is at 1:55 a.m. after we all came back to the stage.
も
True?
う一度こっちに来てあいつを発見したのが2時ぐらいだから。
We came back at 2 a.m. to find Seo. So we have about 5 minutes then. 5 minutes is a lot of time, I'm trying to tell y'all. The group used the central corridor until 1:55 a.m. There were only 5 minutes until 2 a.m. when the body was discovered. In Danganronpa, you find out 5 minutes. It doesn't even need to be 5 minutes. It could be 2 minutes. And 3 people could be dead. Like, there were only 2 time periods when the attacker could have made an escape. The first was a time from when Seo went to the restroom to the point when O arrived at the central corridor. The second was a time from when everyone left the central corridor for the stage to the point when everyone came back.
はあ、あいつは一体いつやられたの？
Then precisely when was he attacked?
トイレに行った直後だと思う。
I think it happened right after he went to the restroom.
犯人がいつ抜け
Well,
出したかは別の話
Didn't
だ。
we already know that? That has nothing to do with when the attacker made an escape.
確信が持てるかな？これまでトイレは誰も調べてないのに。
Can we be sure no one checked the restroom during that time?
現場を見たからです。
We saw the crime scene. First attack. Seo was attacked in the restroom. It seems like the mop found at the scene was used in the initial attack. Still about a clue that may have made a loud noise in the restroom. Oh, definitely the mop. Definitely. That's easy. I don't even need to look at any of the other ones. It's definitely this one.
ユーマを襲った凶器はモップの柄でした。
Seo was attacked with a mop shaft, which is
強
crazy.
く振り回したんです。
It hit him so hard that the shaft was broken in half.
殴られた時、または柄が折れた時、大きな音がしたはずです。
There must have been a loud noise when Seo was hit, or when the shaft broke.
現場では大きな音がするようなことがあった。
We saw evidence of an impact that would have caused a loud noise. Ah, Lee and them like that, huh? And nobody heard anything.
廊下には誰もいなかったってことでしょ？
Which means it happened when no one was in the corridor.
だから人が通る前だと。
That's before any of us went to the corridor.
音のことじゃなかったとしても一理あります。
It's plausible even without a loud noise.
あいつが生きていたらじっとしていたはずがないから。
If Seo was okay, he would have fought back.
すでにやられた後だから静かだったんですよ。
He didn't react because he was already dead by that time. A brief silence came after Chang's remark. What,
トイレに
dude?
入った瞬間やられたとしたら
If he was attacked right after entering the restroom,
喋った絵の投稿もトイレでしたはずよ。
he must have posted on Fader from the restroom
そして襲われた。
and got attacked immediately after.
待ってよ。
Wait. O raised her hand and came forward.
私その投稿を見てからここに来たでしょ。
Shortly after I read the Fader post, I came here.
それじゃあ私が楽屋のドアの前で待っている時、
While I was waiting in front of the dressing room door,
トイレの中に隠れてたってこと？
could the attacker have been hiding in the restroom? O's voice trembled as she finished.
そうじゃないとは考えにくい。
That does seem likely.
ユーマを掃除用具室に隠して時を待っていたってことか。
They hid Seo in the storage area and then waited,
そしてみんなが出て行った後に逃げたんだよ。
and took off right after everyone left the corridor. Min quietly turned around and looked at Lee.
でも私たちステージで集まってすぐここに来たじゃない。
By the way, we came right back here after gathering on the stage, right?
全部の箇所を見てトイレに来ました。
We came to the restroom after checking all the rooms.
犯人なんか見てないですよ。
No one was there.
私たちがいなかったこの短い時間で犯人が行ける場所なんかあるかな。
Where could they have gone during that short period of time? It's impossible!
通路がないとしたら。
Unless there's a hidden passage. With a worried look on her face, Min took a deep breath.
犯人はステージのどこかに隠れてたのよ。
What? The attacker must have hidden somewhere around the stage. What? The central corridor was busy between 1:40 and 1:55 a.m. in the restroom. Seo wrote a post and got killed. The attacker ran away when no one was in the central corridor. I don't believe that, though. I don't believe that.
隠れていた。
After attacking Seo and hiding in the restroom?
3人が戻ってくるときに後ろをついてステージに出てきた。
Are you saying they followed the three of you out to the stage as you came back?
そうじゃないならどうやって姿を消したのか説明できないわ。
If that's not it, how can we explain their disappearance?
ここは全部調べたじゃない。
But we looked everywhere here.
待って、ちょっと止まって。
Wait, stop.
犯人がステージにいるなら
If the attacker's somewhere on the stage,
私たちここにいちゃダメなんじゃ。
we shouldn't be here.
ドアを施錠してしまったら。
If they lock the door,
ステージに行ってみよ
let's go back to the stage. Wait, what? Okay, they got through the door, right? It sounds like they did. That something doesn't add up there. I'm not buying that.
びっくりした。
My goodness.
大変なことが起きたと思った。
I thought we were done
う。
for.
余計な小細工はしてないってことか。
Looks like they didn't play any tricks on us. I've had enough. Oh, walked up to the stage.
ふざけんな！このクソ野郎！
Hey, you psychopath!
どこに隠れてたんだよ！あんな真似して隠れやがって！
Where are you hiding, you murderer? Hiding won't save you. The rest of the group stared at O in surprise.
出てこい！背後から卑怯なことしないで！真っ向勝負しなさいよ、この野郎！
Come out and fight me, you coward! This girl. There was no answer from the darkness beyond.
無視するな！
I know you can hear me.
どっかに消えたわけじゃあるまいし！一体何なのよ！
Where in the world are you? Come out, you freaking monster! Bo frowned and looked into the distance.
相葉さん、
Han,
今も電話ダメですか？
can you still not make a call?
ユーマのこと
I just called earlier.
救助隊に知らせた方がいいと思いますよ。
I think we should report to the rescue team about Seo. Contacted the rescue team immediately. I should report them what happened and receive instructions. I should ask others' opinion if it's a good idea to contact the rescue team. Ask the others whether to contact them or not. Let's do this one, yeah. Let's go with that.
すぐ確認してみる。
I'll get right to it.
はい、お願いします。
Yes, please. Han tried to call the rescue team. No signal. Wait, what?
りょうくん、何してるの？
Han, what are you doing?
救助隊に連絡しようと思ったんですけど、また繋がらなくて。
I'm trying to contact the rescue team, but there's no signal.
そうよね。ここの状況を知らせなきゃ。
Oh, yes. We need to tell them about the situation here. Why is she mad?
さっきやられたみたいだって言うべきかな。
Should I tell them that Seo was attacked by someone? Why are you mad at me for that, though?
そうだからな。
Well, what else?
クニカちゃん、何か言いたいことでもあるんですか？
Do you have something to say?
私？
Me? No.
俺のはダメだ。みんなのも確認してくれ。
It's not. Her behavior's so weird. Mine doesn't work. Can you guys try with yours? They walked around trying to get a signal. Her behavior's so weird. After some time, they barely managed to call a rescue team. The intermittent voice gave them short instructions and trailed off.
分かりきった話だったよ。
It was nothing special.
慌てていたら思いつかないことあるでしょ。
Protocols can be easy to overlook in an emergency.
でもユーマをあのまま放っておくのは
Still, leaving Seo there like that?
他の人を考えてのことだろ
I guess they said it for the rest of us.
とりあえずそのままにしておいてって言うし。
What can we
塩
do?
も
They told us to leave him there. Provide the exact location of the body. If you're concerned about losing the body, move it near the rescue route once we determine which path is best. These were the 2 instructions from the rescue team.
他には
Anything else?
狭い場所より広いところにいろってさ。ひどく割れているところには近づかないこと。
Wait, why does her phone or watch always work when we call them, and she's always telling us what they're saying? They told us to stay in the open and avoid places that have been severely damaged.
こんなとこなんかないのにね。他のところより。
I think this is the best place we could find at the moment.
あと、天井からの落下物にご注意くださいって言ってた。
They also told us to watch out for things falling from the ceiling. Oh, well,
本
duh.
当に当たり前の話だけするんですね。
They only told us only things we already know. Right? Are we stupid? Han lowered his head at Chang's remark. Right then, a shiny watch caught his attention.
喋っただ
That's Fader. Wait, what? I hate to say this, but I smell something fishy here. I thought so. The timing is so peculiar. Why all of them remain silent now? They talked a lot when instructed not to do so? Han frowned and refreshed the page. More casualties from the Barry Stars accident site. Breaking news. More casualties? Happened? This is...
なんでだありえない
already? How?
今連絡していったことでしょ。早すぎるわ。
We just called them. This is too fast. Wait, what?
ありえなくはありませんよ。
It's not impossible.
救助隊の動きを見張ってた記者かもしれません。
There must be a reporter sneaking around.
タイトル
Sneaking around
先にアッ
where?
プしたんでしょう。
And they quickly posted the headline first. The more you insult me, the earlier you will be dead. Don't act rashly. I said this is the survival audition. The show will go on. Don't respond to the troll that pretends to be the dead producer. Now it threatens to kill people. Please ignore it. Don't feed a troll. That is true. This is so crazy. Confess to the murder? Why did they say that when someone is dead? Have you seen the latest news on the news account? About more casualties? A squad car has arrived blowing a siren. Are there any news? Someone reported the fake account? Seo dead? Really? Because he finished last? At that time, a message came in through Messenger. What happened there? You still alive? Pull yourself together. Plughole again. It was from Plughole, who had been demanding answers from An. An didn't know how this person found his contact number or who he was. Who the heck is Plughole? An had been ignoring him, but this time he decided not to. He remembered getting his senses back thanks to Plughole's message when he was about to break down. Who are you really? I'm on your side. Got me walking side to side. Hey, okay, is that what we're doing? I'm not in a good mood. Stop kidding around. Same here. Just think of me as someone who's ready to help at any cost. How can I trust that? What can you do for me? Have faith in me. Faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is faith. Oops, I mean love. Anyway, you notice what's going on around you? Even a fireworks festival couldn't be more exciting than this. This hole, called Fake Shin, seems to be the main troll of the day. If Fake Shin keeps running wild, he will eventually push public opinion in the wrong direction. I'll make him shut his mouth. You just give me help when I ask for it. Okay. Rude talks. He provokes others with offensive expressions. They might soon offer a mental breakdown. Han frowned. Plughole's tone was not that different from those who were trolling just for fun. I don't believe you. Stop bugging me. I'm gonna block your account. Wow, you're suspicious. How many times have you been ripped off in your life? Hold there. I'll send you a photo. A photo of what? What? Who was that? An unrecognizable photo arrived through Messenger. Han realized it was a slightly blurred photo of a man. It's a bit blurry though. It's me. It's a bit blurry, but I'm sure you can see my trustworthiness. What? ... We're talking like it's SDRA 2. What made you so skeptical? Who hurt you? Anyway, I'm gonna pick a fight with fake Shin. I'll contact again at a good time. Be ready to help me when I ask. He volunteered to cooperate to remove fake Shin. It's still hard to trust him. I don't know who this person is. Han doesn't either, obviously. He lowered his watch slowly. Now that Han thought about it, he realized that it wasn't plughole, but Han himself who was helping the situation. No need to play along with this kind of wordplay.
電話はどうだ?
Keep trying to make a call?
喋った。めちゃくちゃよ。
It's a mess on Fader right now.
T 教えが自分が勝ったかのように。
Fake Shin is running their mouth as if they won. Slurring her words, Min had a somber look on her face.
また新しい相手が現れたみたいよ。
Looks like Fake Shin got themselves another opponent. The others turned toward O.
T 教えにわざとらしく喧嘩売ってるやつが現れたよ。
There's someone picking a fight with Fake Shin. What?
ニックネームなんて書いてあるの?
Okay, what's the username?
文字
Plughole.
小さすぎだよ。
The text is too small to read. Oh, yeah.
プラグホール?
Plughole! There he is! Han turned on his watch again to check Fader. Come over here, Fake Shin. Otherwise, just go away. Do you really buy that? If Fake Shin had a clear conscience, they wouldn't disguise their IP using VPN, an overseas IP. Oh, the most glorious national Fader star, Seo, the world's best Fader star, Fake Shin. Do you still believe it? Its identity will soon be revealed. Stay tuned.
本当だ。
What? You really did it. I'm inside the collapsed building. I don't want to tell those who can't grasp the current situation. Seo stayed silent. Next target is in the 4th place. Han, reflect on your life and confess your sins. What the hell? I'll start my move. My goal equals your safety, equals everyone's safety. Got it?
一体どうするつもりなんだ?
What is he trying to get?
喋った上の喧嘩なんか気にしてる場合じゃない。
We don't have time to fuss over some keyboard battle on Fader.
T 教えなんか叩かれちゃう。
I hope they beat Fake Shin up. I know, right? Everyone was responding differently. Fake Shin claimed that they were on stage. Some obviously believed that Fake Shin did murder Seo. If Fake Shin put up some hard evidence, or turned out to be just an internet troll, what would Han do next? Han's head began to pound. Wow, Fake Shin. The rescue team made it clear that there are 5 contestants and 1 floor director left. But is there someone else, really? I understand that you just want to go along for the ride. It can't be helped. But can't you see that your identity will be unveiled soon? You have gone too far. Knock it off. You'll have to take all responsibility for that. Who would believe you are at the accident site? Present the evidence. You know what I mean. Plughole was putting pressure on Fake Shin by demanding evidence. Seo went silent, but we don't know if he's dead or alive, or he might be waiting for an opportunity. In the end, what Fake Shin said is nothing more than a collection of gossips. I thought there would be more to Seo's silence, but who the heck is Fake Shin? Even Fader users, who were easily swayed by the public opinion on the timeline, were seeming to suspect Fake Shin, who was remaining silent, to be fake. I'm inside the accident site. I repeat that. The end is around the corner. Huh?
これってここじゃないか?
That's right here. What? They should put up a photo on Fader, claiming that this photo featuring the access site proves that they are inside the build. That's crazy. It has to be one of us. It has to be. It has to be. It can't be anybody else. I'm starting to feel scared. Wow, now they faked the photo? Great. We don't know when the photo was taken. So pathetic. The photo is not faked. That could be real shocking. But the photo alone is... I can recognize the stage. Looks the same as we saw on TV. Real? If the photo is authentic, we should not provoke fake Shsl anymore to protect people trapped inside. It was clearly a picture of the collapsed stage. Han felt like he was suffocating.
ありえない俺たちが今ここにいるのに
Doesn't make sense. We're here right now.
いくら見ても間違いない。ここよ。
I looked at it again. It's definitely here. Where the heck is Chang?
とは言えないわ。
Where is Chang? It definitely wasn't Photoshop.
もしそうなら
If that's true,
ひょっとして僕たちの知らない通路が
do you think there's really a passage that we missed? Where is Chang?
そんなのがあったとしても、どうしてユウマくんを？
Even if there is one, why attack Seo? What the hell happened?
なんてこと
Are you kidding? That's what I wanted to ask. It really came from... Where was Chang in that last frame? No one knows. What's the deal with the photo? Even I sent you one before. It was a bit blurry though. Actually, that photo was taken from here. You serious? You 100% really sure about that? I'm not in the mood for jokes. Okay, give me a minute to find the best way to deal with this. Just calm down, your chicken friends. See you later. None of you should react. Everyone on Fader is waiting for an opportunity to eat you alive. What? The messages stopped there. Holy crap. Feeling confused, Han turned around. They all looked confused. Well, there he is. Now he's appeared out of nowhere. Could it really be true that fake Shsl murdered?
そんなはずないわ。あれは何かの間違いよ。
No way. It must be a trick or something.
もう一度周りを見回ってみましょうか
Should we take a look around again?
理解できない。どうなってるんだ。
I don't get it. What's going on? Han clenched his fist. For now, he had to clear up the confusion brought by fake Shsl. He should listen to the others to gather clues from their
プラグ
reaction.
ホールみんなを落ち着かせろだと
Plughole. You're telling me to calm down the others?
言われなくてもそう思ってたさ
I was going to do that anyway. What the heck? This is crazy. All right, y'all. You already know what I got to do. It's been an hour. I'll see you guys in the next episode. It's getting wild. I don't know what to say after that picture. I don't know what to say. Who the heck is Plughole? Who the heck could be fake Shsl? They're in here with us right now. Is it still one of us? Chang's still giving me the side eye. What is happening here? What is going on? I guess we'll find out next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time. Deuces.
Hope will never die. Industry notice, then still got that